Well, hello friends and followers, here we are again, working on some ham radio gear. So what else is new, right? So the bias circuit on this thing, that biases the 572B tubes, people were saying that the bias circuit can waver. And indeed, the meter I put in here was showing the plate current wavering when this thing's on standby. Well, it's on operate, but there's no drive to it, no exciter drive. And indeed, the plate current was wavering. Anyway, they were saying to replace this 2 microfarad electrolytic capacitor. This thing looks like it's back from the 60s, probably 64 or something, 1960 something. So anyway, I did replace this. This was basically right here. Negative lead's grounded on this thing, so that would have been down like this. This point here is ground, because you can see the coax braid grounding there. And the positive was up there. Anyway, I took that out. I took 4 non-polarized capacitors. These are all .56. And so 4 .56s get you about 2.1 or so microfarad. So I just took the non-polarized route, thinking, what the heck? These are all at 450 volts, and that's that. Down here, there was a, where did it go? A nice big hefty 20 microfarad capacitor at 150 volts, and I simply replaced those with some of these Chinese communist capacitors here I got from Bojack on Amazon, with 2 10 microfarad capacitors in parallel. And I think these are what, 200 volts or something? Yeah, so this is a 150 volt rating. The other ones are 200, so we're well within our ratings, and that's about it. So this amplifier is a bit cantankerous. Had some spurious emissions on it. Just watching the watt meter with no drive, it was kind of going berserk last night. So I just thought, well, what the heck? I'll try and clean up some joints, solder joints, tighten screws, just figure out what I can do in here to maybe calm it down a bit. It seemed like when I put the cover on it, it kind of went berserk. So when I put the top cover on this thing, which is laying over there, that top cover, this thing kind of goes berserk. So I did a few things. People were saying replace the parasitic resistors with composites if they're bad. These resistors in this thing don't look smoked. Anyway, I'm going to turn this thing back on and see what it does carefully. See how it reacts with the top off. Then I'll put the lid back on. These go in the can here. And see if this thing works any better. Oh, yeah. And this thing was also distorting my receiver. So on the Drake R4A, I had distorted sideband coming back into it, really distorted. So almost like there's an AC coming in through here, or some distortion from the spurious emissions. I don't know what it was, but it was pretty ugly last night. So I just turned this stuff off and went to bed. Okay, well, that's it. A little bit of hacking on the amplifier here. Looks like this thing had a Harbach fan put in it, Harbach power board. I think there's a soft start in here. Looks like a soft start. This one here could be for the keying the amplifier up using a low voltage. So it's got some options in it. I'm lucky to have that. Looks like they put a new relay in here too, so things should be ready to go. I guess I should always inspect and see what is going on here. That looks fine. So, well, let's turn the thing on and see what it does. All right, thanks for watching. Have a great day.